Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Really help the channel out. And I see that 98.6% of people watching this video are not subscribed. It'll really help me out, well, like I said, and the channel with the algorithm, and obviously help me get to that 1,000 subscribers. And today we're going to be doing the Shokz OpenRun Pro version, part 2 of this video. So let's do this thing. So as you can see, I'm not in my normal setting today. I'm out on the trails, getting a bit of training in, and at the same time using the Shokz. And I must say, I'm still blown away with the technology that you can actually hear sound and hear your surroundings. And I would equate that to the same as, let's say, having music in your car. You can hear the music in the car, you can hear the surroundings, you're aware of your surroundings, and you still carry on going. It's not like these sound isolation things where you're basically in a little cocoon. In this case, you can definitely hear cars, you can definitely hear the surrounding, you can hear the birds tweeting. So a definite pro there for OpenShokz. The sound comparison, I would say, is, well, not sound comparison. I've got a pair of Apple AirPods first generation, and I would say these blow them out of the water, no problem. The sound is a lot clearer, and it's a lot, I'd say, fuller, the sound. I'm not a sound professional myself, or expert, so I'm not going to make as though I know what I'm talking about there, but in my perception of the sound is that obviously the sound from the AirPods are not as good as from the Shokz. I found that if you're going above 30 kilometers per hour, the wind going past your ears, it's not possible to actually hear the music. So at that point you can either push the functional button to stop or pause the music, and then push it again when you get to a more reasonable speed, like in the 20s somewhere, then you can carry on as normal. Talking about the buttons, in the first video I said that you turn I can't remember how I said you turn them on and off, but you just hold the plus button down, turns on, hold the plus button again, turns off. When you turn the volume up and down, makes a nice little beep noise in your ear, and then you know obviously that it's taken that effect. The functional button, I've seen a lot of people complain about the functional button. I've had absolutely no problems with that. Yes, it's not as tactile as the volume buttons, but yeah, to pause and to go to start a song again, no problem. To jump a song with a double click, I can see why people have a problem with that, and that is because it could also be the delay from your device. In other words, I put my music on shuffle, and when I double click, there's obviously a delay there while the device is trying to, or your phone, or wherever, however you're streaming your music to your headsets. It takes a bit of time for it to come through, and I think people then think that hasn't responded. But yeah, I've had actually no problems with that. The only thing is, I think the button should be the other way around, but that's my own thing. I think the functional button should be on the right hand side and the volume button should be on the left hand side. But that's just me. When it comes to fit, they come in two versions. I'm going to call it the standard version and the mini version. For some reason in this country you can't get the mini version, but I don't know if you can see. I'm going to actually just stop here for a few seconds. There's a band that goes around the back here, and obviously on the smaller version that band is slightly smaller. And my only complaint with this is obviously because it's longer, and when you're cycling your head goes back like that, it can push, and then it pushes in the front. It doesn't hurt you or anything, it's just I wouldn't say it's an irritation, but you can feel it's there. And that actually comes to the fit now. They're extremely comfortable, so at times you can forget that they're even on, and then that's why I actually find myself pushing my head back like that to feel that they're pushing forward. And that's obviously when you're not playing music, because I don't play music sometimes the whole ride, only certain sections of them. So yeah, that's a pro and a con, but I think if I do find the mini version, I may see if I can get a pair of them to see if there's a bit of a better fit, Although they do say on the website that you know, it doesn't really make a difference, but I think the tighter fit at the back would actually be a lot better. So would I recommend these things? Yes, definitely are. They're absolutely outstanding, and I would say that you can never underestimate the power of distraction, and that's what this actually is. So if you're listening to a podcast or you're listening to music or something like that, it's a distraction from, let's say, the suffering you're experiencing on the bike or something like that, and obviously things go a lot quicker. I find them exceptionally or extremely useful when I'm cycling by myself or on very long rides. It just takes the monotony out of that sort of thing. I would have liked to have tested them on 2 ultras this year, but it didn't actually work out like that. So I'll be using them again in August on another ultra, and then I'll be able to test out the battery life and see how that equates. As you can see behind me at the moment, it's winter here, very dry and yeah, quite dusty at the moment, but nice and not hot. I'm on a bit of a tar road at the moment between sections, gravel sections. So it's probably the smoothest part to actually film this video. So guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.